Hey guys, I am Sneha and you are watching my channel Book Junction. Welcome to another brand new video. In today's video, I am going to share with you this how to start reading guide that will help you to start your reading journey. Now, reading is one of those great habits that has been proven life-changing for so many people, especially successful ones. Speaking from my own experience, reading has helped me sail through some of the most difficult times of my life. Books helped me build confidence, find security in my own state of being, and maintain my self-worth. I hope this video helps you to get started with reading. You will find more useful information in the description box, so do not forget to check that out. Falling in love with what you do is one of the key ingredients of making it a beautiful part of your life. I remember when I just started reading back in my college days, I would romanticize them so much. Romanticizing a certain thing is all about seeing it through a rose tinted glass. It's all about making it seem so wonderful that you embrace it with all your heart. When you hold a book, hold it like it matters, like it's going to change your life. This is the first step of becoming a reader. It's by putting your faith in a book's potential to alter your life that you turn yourself into a reader. In my opinion, reading is not just a habit, but it's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. And I believe in this thing with all my entirety. These small things, for example, this book stamp or bookmarks or all these bookish merchandise and bookish accessories, of course, these may come across as materialistic and capitalistic, but I feel like these things add to your personality in a way that you are interested in these kind of things and you surround yourself with these kind of things. And by surrounding yourself with bookish ideas and books and this vigor to read more, Instagram is very useful. Now on Instagram I have this saved folder where I have book recommendations and pictures of libraries and books that I keep here safe. So whenever I want to read something, whenever I want some inspiration, I go back to these pictures, I read whatever is written by the bookstagrammer, and it fills me with this zeal to read more, and it helps me a lot. Sometimes you will find such great recommendations, and I highly recommend you to have a saved folder on Instagram for starters. So yes, definitely do it. Vision. Now, I have never created a single video wherein I discuss how you can read faster. I don't do that. That has never been my goal, and perhaps it shouldn't be yours too. However, having a vision of all the books that you mean to read is something that I support a lot. In my initial days of reading, I had this vision of getting certain box sets or books that I wanted to read with so much zeal that I would end up reading them somehow. I remember writing down the Paulo Coelho box set in my diary and finally saving enough money to place my order for it. So, you have to have a clear vision of the books you want to read and slowly make your way through them. You don't have to rush, you don't have to hurry through the list. There is no race going on. It's just pure love for books that I want you to focus on. So, I highly recommend you guys to maintain a book bucket list. It could be yearly, monthly, weekly, it could be anything like that, and write down the names of the books that you want to read and that you want to have in your library. When I started my reading journey and when I started getting books, I remembered on my bookshelf I had like 4 books that I got from the book fair, and I thought one day I'll have all these amazing books in my library that I would also read, of course. And I used to write all those names, and one by one I would tick them off, and I used to see those books on Amazon so much. I would literally, window shop. I would read about the books, I would read reviews, watch reviews, and I just surrounded myself with so much bookish content that at the end of the day I ended up reading all those books. So you have to have a vision, you have to have this aim of reading books, but it shouldn't be about reading them fast. It shouldn't be about how I can read more books in less time. It's about how you can read as many books you can, but also making the most out of them. There is literally no race, you're just competing with yourself. So compete with yourself, read more books so that you are better than your previous version. So our goal is to read books so that we are better. So yeah, this is my second tip: to have a vision of all the books that you want to read. Mood boards. Now I have also shared about this one in one of my previous videos, and yeah, this one is really important and great. So ever since I started reading, this is one of those things that has stayed constant in my life, that is creating mood boards on my reads. So you can create mood boards either on the Canva app in your smartphone, or you can create one on your computer. Now Canva should honestly sponsor me at this moment, given how much I talk about this app. So coming back to the topic, once you have finished a book, you can collect pictures, quotations, graphics, and create a board that will reflect your thoughts on the book. It's also a wonderful exercise to record your reading experiences and to have a whole folder of mood boards based on every book you have read. I highly recommend it. If you create any such mood boards, you can tag me on your Instagram stories. I would love to repost them. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you guys create such amazing mood boards. Now, they can be like anything you want. You can play around with colors, font, all these amazing elements that you will find free on Canva. You can download pictures of the book. Since this one is based on Pride and Prejudice, I got the picture of the movie characters itself. But if the book has not been adapted into a movie, you can just get some other random pictures that represent the book. I think that will be even better. So yes, definitely try this one. I'm sure you will enjoy it, and it will help you to stick to this habit of reading. Not all of us can afford to build a fancy library, but we can surely create a reading nook for our bookworm soul. It doesn't have to be extravagant. For me, it's my desk that I keep surrounded with books, bookish accessories, and more such positive vibes. It's not a necessity, but it's a way of life. Whatever means you have, whatever little space you have, coming up with a bunch of ideas to turn it into a personal space where you can channel good vibes is always a welcoming idea. Also, it instantly puts you in the reading mood. So if like, especially if you're a beginner, if you've never read a book before, if you have a space where you have books, where you have a notepad, where you have all these productivity accessories, when you sit down there, you can channel that energy. You can put yourself into that mode, that reading mode. And you don't have to read like an hour in stretch. You can just read for 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes will boil down to something very, very useful, and something that you will take for a long time in your life. So definitely try it. Everyone is always talking about the cons of using social media. But when I was working towards imbibing the habit of reading books, social media helped me a lot. Not only by reading and following others, but also by means of sharing my own thoughts, current reads, highlighted excerpts, etc. It kept me going. And every time I finished reading a book, I would click a picture, write my views on it, and share it on social media. I can also make another video on how to write a book review if you are interested. I'm sure it will be helpful, so let me know in the comments. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys to share your thoughts on social media. It's a great habit, and I highly support it. I do it, and I love doing it. So this will also keep you really attached to the whole idea of reading. Alright guys, so these were all the tips that I had to share for you. If you're a new reader, if you're just starting out, I really hope that you found this video valuable and useful and you enjoyed watching it. If you did, then definitely let me know in the comments section what are your thoughts, and if you do want to watch a video on how to write a book review, and if there's anything that you want to tell me, you can write it in the comment section. Definitely consider subscribing guys. There are a bunch of amazing videos lined up next, so I really hope that you will subscribe and click on the bell icon so you are notified with my further updates, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.